That was January 27th of 2021. And she told me that, she was going to get back with me, whatever. And I was like, oh, perfect. I hope that it's not like anytime soon anyway, because this gives me enough time to save my money and kind of get myself together, get my clientele together, make sure I have a solid foundation with, the money, with my clientele, with what I want to do, with my ideas, things like that. So that was April 20th. I am under the impression that I have secured the suite. I have everything together. May 18th is my move-in date. May 18th is when it's now or never. I have to have my stuff together. So anyone, any normal person, any business person is gonna start preparing. So what did I do? I started buying things in preparation of my salon suite. Okay, so I'm getting business cards because that was a part of the rules and regulations. You have to have their logo on your business cards. So I already have a certain business cards, but now I'm putting their logo on it. So I have the business cards made. I got the insurance taken care of. I'm doing everything so that way I can go ahead, as soon as I get in the suite, I can set it up, have everything ready, and then I can start taking my clientele. Because that was the thing. I was literally telling my clients, I held it in as much as I could until I made the security deposit, and I let them know, I'm like, hey, I'm no longer going to be doing hair at home. I'm going to be taking my business to a salon suite in this specific area, in which I actually got a lot of feedback, I guess you want to call it. And I had a few clients tell me oh, well, if you move over there, then I'm sorry, girl, I can't take you, da da da, whatever. And to be honest, I was overdoing hair at people's houses to begin with, so I was just like, fine, if you're not gonna come, girl, but I had already bought equipment. I bought equipment. I got, apps. I downloaded apps and everything to make sure that I can get, when I was taking payments, when I was giving receipts, how I was going to start taking appointments, things like that. I started preparing that. So that way, when May 18th hit, I'm good to go. I'm ready and we're good. Business is open. Okay. So now time passes forward. And this was May 5th. Keep up. May 5th, Wednesday, I messaged the lady, Tia, about the cabinet. And I said, good afternoon. This is Samantha from the salon. I wanted to know when is a good time to pay you for the cabinet. If you have Cash App or Zelle, I can send you the $80 through there, or I can pass by tomorrow and give it to you in person. Just let me know. Thank you. To which she responds almost immediately, I'm sorry, Samantha, I'm not selling it. It's not for sale or whatever. I'm going to stay here another year. To which I was like, so I said, oh, okay. You're going to stay in the same suite? She reads it. The conversation was that I sent her that text at 2:06. She responds almost immediately at that time. I don't really know the timestamp because I'm getting off my iPad. This is a screenshot. But she reads it at 2:47. Okay? She never responded to me. So I was like, all right, I'm going to call Monica, see what the deal is. I'm confused. As I'm talking to my boyfriend about calling Monica, guess who calls me? Monica. You know what Monica tells me? She was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that, things with Tia kind of went left. She decided to go to corporate, and they basically made a decision of seniority because she's been there longer and she, has a lease and everything, that they decided to renew the lease with her. And, you know, now I'm going to see if you wanted to share with another girl. And she's also really nice. She's looking for a sweet maid, da 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 da. She started going off about how this other girl is looking for a sweet maid and she's really nice and she's really cool. And I'm just like, Monica, rewind. I'm sorry. Go back to what you just said. So I'm just like, wait a second. What do you mean Tia still has a suite? You told me that it was mine regardless. Like you said, like it was my suite, that you were going to honor my agreement. And she was like, you know, this is just something that came, you know, it was out of my hands. I had absolutely no say. I try to defend you because I know this is, you know, something that's not right. Like, I completely get it. It's out of my hands, though. It was corporate. And I was just like, corporate? I'm trying to figure out who is corporate. Like, okay. And so I was just telling her, I was like, well, that's wrong. Like, we made an agreement. I signed it. I gave my security deposit. Like, and she was like, well, I can just refund you the deposit. And I was like, that's not the point. Like, I've already invested a lot of things into this. Like, when were you going to tell me? Because that was one of the problems that I had. I was like, it's May 5th. I was supposed to move in May 18th. If I didn't message that lady for the cabinet, when were you going to tell me? So that's what I said. I was like, when were you going to tell me that this happened? She's like, oh, it just happened. You think I'm stupid, bro? You think I'm dumb that I'm going to sit here and you been knew that she took that suite. Like, are you dumb? So I was just like, you see, I'm getting mad. Calm down. So I was just like, when were you going to tell me that I no longer had the suite? And she was like, oh, I was going to call you as soon as this happened. Like, I was literally just about to call you. Girl, shut up. No, you were not. I guarantee you that when I texted that lady, she messaged you. She called you talking about, what is this girl talking about? Like, oh, I'm going to still buy your cabinet. Like, you haven't told her yet? That's what I'm giving. Like, that's what I'm thinking that happened. Like, oh, you haven't told her yet? Like, why is she messaging me about the cabinet? That's why you called me. You didn't call me because you just saw me. Like, shut up. You were just thinking about me. So I was telling her that, mind you, I'm being very stern because I'm pissed, but I don't really know what to say because I'm completely blindsided. I'm taken back by what is being said right now. I'm just like, wait, what? Like, we had an agreement. I signed papers. I put in my security deposit. You gave me a date. Like, mind you, the day that I went there, when she was telling me when I had first met Tia, she was showing me around, showing me the access, how I can gain access to the back door, this, that, and the third, telling me where I can tell my clients to park and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just like, this was already set in stone. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, well, you know, it's out of my hands, da, 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 da. So I told her, I was like, look, I'm going to have to give you a call back because there's just like, I'll talk to you later, because she was just, the more she was talking to me, the more I was just getting angry. So I was like, girl, I'm going to have to talk to you later. I'm going to have to talk to you another time. So I was like, I'm going to give you a call later. So I was like, you know what? No, we're not talking on the phone anymore. This is no longer phone call conversations. Everything that I have to say to you, I need it in writing. I need evidence, because I'm like, this is about to get messy. So the next morning, I gave myself time to think. I gave myself time to just relax, kind of. So the following day, I said, good morning, Monica. Could you please send me the contact information of the person in administration that oversees tenant agreements and gave confirmation to void my contract, as well as providing a written document stating the circumstances in which my contract was indeed voided. Thank you. She did not say anything. She did not respond. I sent that on Thursday, May 6th at 11 in the morning. She did not respond. So then the next day, the Friday, okay, that Friday, She messages me at 10:30 saying, "Good morning, Samantha. As I told you before, you did not have a formal contract. It was a temporary hold on a place that was about to come available. The other tenant changed her mind and decided to renew the lease. Even though this is an unfortunate situation, I also expressed I am and more than willing to find you something, either sharing another space or a suite shared with somebody you knew. But however, I do not have an individual suite available to meet you at your price point of $230. Remember what I said about budgets, okay? For that reason, I also stated that I will refund you your $500 deposit with no problem. Please send me the best address to get a company check out to you. Again, please accept my apologies for the inconvenience, and I wish you luck on your future endeavors." So let me dissect that real fast. No, you didn't tell me that I did not have a formal contract. You actually made me believe that I was signing a contract. So don't sit here and tell me that all of a sudden you don't know. As I stated, you did not have a formal contract. You did not state that at any given moment. You actually gave me the impression that I did sign a contract, and you gave me the reassurance that I was straight, that I was secured. You're going to honor my agreement. Okay, so what was the agreement? Okay? Even though this is an unfortunate situation, I also expressed that I wasn't more than willing to find you someone else to share another space with. I didn't come to you asking for a roommate. I came to you for a single suite, i.e. the text message I showed y'all before. Yes, I am still interested in a single suite. Okay? Number 3, I don't know where point I'm at. I do not have an individual suite available to meet you at your price point of $230. I never said I had a budget of $230. That's how I know this lady is lying. Because like I said in the beginning of the video, I never talk about budget. So I know you're lying. I know you are lying, and I know that you are a liar because I don't do that. Samantha doesn't do that, baby. So why don't you go ahead and lie to somebody else who's going to believe you? So in which my response was, I said, "Oh, okay. Okay. Right. That's what we're doing now? You want to do that? I can do it too. I'm not stupid." So my response was, as far as the formality of the contract, I was never made aware that it was a temporary hold for a place. By signing the documents and filling out the forms with extensive information you presented on April 20th, I was given the impression that it was in fact us moving forward with the leasing agreement, as well as getting the reassurance from you that everything was taken care of, and I was in fact starting after her leaving date of May 18th. Don't come for me talking about, yeah, I never gave you, it was never a formal contract. I told you it was a temporary hold in place. No, you didn't. Like, why are you lying? The price of $230 was presented as a result of accommodating the tenant that was losing her suite mate, not a reflection of what I was willing to pay. Don't tell me what's in my pockets. Don't do that. I was and have solely been interested in a single suite since being in communication with you, regardless of the rate being higher than $230. As I was told by you, the rate of a single suite is typically $275. I was presented with an opportunity that you had no single suite available, and Jesus, I'm getting mad. I was presented with an opportunity being that you had no single suite availability and seemed to be beneficial for both the remaining tenant and myself, that fortunately resulted in a lower rate. Okay, so stay out of my pocket. Stop acting like, oh, I came to you like, oh my God, I can't afford this. No, you told me, oh, it's gonna be cheaper if y'all split it. And so what? Yeah, I took it because who wouldn't? If I could save money, then I would. But don't sit here and act like I came to you with a budget when I didn't. Stupid. I am aware that the tenant renewing her lease was out of your hands, and I acknowledge the willingness to refund my $500 security deposit. However, I would like the contact information of whoever oversees the salon suites. I have spent several hundreds of dollars in preparation of moving into the suite under the pretenses that it was in fact secured. I have also made extensive preparations with my clientele and under short notice being told that whatever agreement was made are now void. This is not an unfortunate situation, but now a financial burden due to the lack of transparency and communication, because y'all thought I was dumb. That's not it, baby. Ooh. Do y'all see why I'm mad? Do y'all see why I'm mad? You're gonna sit here and say that wasn't a contract. What I was doing, what we did at the restaurant was not me signing contract. That was a temporary hold in place. Okay, so why didn't you put that on the receipt? The security deposit? Why did you write security deposit for the suite? Why didn't you say temporary hold in place if it was a temporary hold in place? Okay. So I sent that at around 12, and then at 3:30, pretty much 3:26, she responds, again, I apologize for this inconvenience. I will put your refund check of $500 in the mail tomorrow. It will be sent to the address on file. My address, thank you. So you're gonna dismiss everything that I said. Okay, you're still not going to give me the information, the contact information of who it is that I need to speak to that oversees this, because, okay, fine. So I said, I will most definitely be contacting the proper person who oversees this location. I will be reporting you in this establishment to the Better Business Bureau, as well as leaving a public review for the unprofessional and unethical business practices you all perform. She didn't respond. That's fine. She didn't respond. Okay, that's fine. Don't respond. That's cool. Because I'm going to drag you. I'm dragging you completely. Like, I am reporting because she is her own little business or whatever, because I dug up some information about her. And she has her own business, whatever entity. I'm reporting that. I'm reporting the salon suite to the Better Business Bureau. Like, I don't care. I'm going to report y'all. And to be honest, I really highly doubt that they care about the being reported to the Better Business Bureau. But that Google review, that Yelp review, that Facebook review that I'm about to copy and paste everywhere, yeah, trust me, don't worry. That's what you're going to worry about. That's what you're going to be worried about. That's really going to do it for you. So trust me. So it doesn't stop there. So I get a phone call from this man. I have no idea what his position is. To be honest, I don't even remember his name. I get a call from him and he's like, hey, Samantha, I wanted to talk to you because Monica told me what happened and I definitely want to make the situation right. So I was like, okay, so Monica told you how she gave me a suite. We sat down, we spoke, we did all this. I had this, that, and the third, everything that I told you guys, and how now I'm without a suite because you guys are unprofessional. And so his response to this was, I completely understand. It was just one of those situations where, Tia has been with us for 8 years. She has like a situation that is, I'm going to keep confidential, but, she was kind of going back and forth. And one of the first things he said to me was, nowadays text messages are written agreements. So I said, okay, well, how come text messages are written agreements and, they're honored for her, but actual agreements that are made verbally and documents and security deposits, you don't honor that? So, but I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm really not gonna lie to you. I was going in on this man. I really was. I was not a pleasant phone call. I wasn't. I was a Karen, and I'm going to continue to be one. So I basically told him, I was like, so what? That's how you guys do that? And he was like, oh, well, it was just her situation. She's been with us for 8 years. And, we just decided that we're just going to renew the contract with her, even though this is a really unfortunate situation. And I was like, stop saying it's an unfortunate situation. It's unprofessional. It's unethical. Like, why do you guys keep saying this is an unfortunate situation? No, it's not. You guys are scammers. Like, What is this? So then he goes to tell me, he was like, well, you know, I do want to make this right. I do want to let you know that like we are not bad people. I do want to keep you within this company. I like want to show you that, you know, we're not bad people and we want to, you know, make this right. So I talked to somebody from our other location, because this is like a franchise thing. He's like, I talked to somebody from our other location and, you know, they're willing to offer you 2 weeks of free rent. So I don't remember his name. I kind of blacked out in this moment, but let's just say his name was Pablo. So I was like, Pablo, you guys didn't even do this correctly. What makes you think that I want to continue a business relationship with you, whether it's this location or the next location? No, 2 weeks of rent does not rectify this situation. I invested a lot of time and a lot of money. And because of your negligence and your terrible business practice, I'm now suffering. And he was like, yes, we are going to put things in place so that this doesn't happen again. Like, we just wanted to make sure that, you know, like, we just wanted to accommodate everybody. And I was like, you're not accommodating me. You're not. I had plans. And I was like, and also did Monica mention that the only reason I found out was because I messaged Tia about a cabinet, because it's May 5th. I was supposed to move in on May 18th. Please let me know when it was that the proper time that you were going to tell me when this was going to happen. I was like, I am completely in a financial burden. Like, this is terrible. Like, what are you talking about? And so he's gonna sit here and tell me like, oh, well, like, what would you want us to do? You want us to compensate you? And I'm like, completely. I need you to compensate me. The amount of time, money I invested into this, the equipment that I bought, the business cards, the insurance that I got, like, are you kidding me? And he was like, do you know what this man says? He said, well, I just don't understand. Like, if you didn't sign a leasing agreement, why would you go ahead and buy equipment and business cards with our logo on it? Because it's May 5th and my moving date was May 18th, you dodo. Duh, okay? Anybody would be preparing. Why would I? Please tell me why in the world I would wait until May 18th to start getting things together. Please tell me why I would wait until I moved in to have my things together. And he's like, well, you didn't sign a leasing agreement. Yes, because I was under the impression and the misguidance from your leasing manager that I did sign a contract, that we were good to go. And I was made to believe that me signing these papers and giving you a $500 security deposit, that I did secure my spot. Are you stupid? And I was like, I don't understand. If this was gonna sit, like, if you guys are gonna sit here and say that I didn't sign anything and this is not an actual agreement, then why on the receipt did she put my name, security deposit for suite with Linda? If like that's what I'm not understanding. How are you gonna sit here and tell me like, oh well, why did you buy that stuff if you were? And he was like, well, because I was also like, I paid for the insurance too. Like, I paid the $150 for the insurance that she told me that I had to get. And he's like, well, we usually don't do that until, you move in. Stupid. I don't know what you're not understanding. She told me to get it. She sent me the information for it. Like, are you dumb? I'm so like, and so he tells me, he was like, well, like I said, well, the best thing that you can do, like, I know for a fact the insurance company that we work with will refund you that money, so that's not a problem. And if you want, like, I can go ahead and get like 2 weeks of that rent for you free, and it's not a problem. Like, what are business cards? Like, we can go ahead and give you the money for the business card, add it to the rent that you would pay at the other location. And I said, I don't know what you don't understand. I'm not looking to get into another location with you. I'm not looking to do business with you. If this is how you guys are prior to me ever renting, because apparently I didn't sign anything, I didn't lease anything. So if this is how you're going to treat me before this process even gets started, What in your right mind makes you believe that I want to continue business with you in another location? Which, by the way, the location he was giving me, like, that's nowhere near where I want to be, you idiot. If I wanted to be there, I would have went there. What are you not understanding? And that's what I was asking him. Obviously, I'm not calling him an idiot and stupid, but I am putting it on. So I'm just like, what are you not understanding? And he was like, I completely understand what you're saying. Like, I feel you. And trust me, I feel really, really bad. And I was like, I'm sure you do. But you feeling bad is not making the situation better. You're not doing anything for me in this situation. Okay, you feel bad, and what? I'm still out of a suite. You still kicked me out of a suite, and now you're gaslighting me to believe that I didn't sign anything. You're dumb. You're dumb. So then I was like, look, sir, you aren't saying anything to me that's making the situation better, and I'm not saying anything for you to understand where I'm coming from. Because you keep saying you feel me, you understand me, but you don't. So if there's nothing else for you to say, there's no business for us still being on the phone. I'm going to continue to do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to report you guys, and I'm going to leave a review. And I'm going to find out who owns this establishment, and I'm going to talk to them, whether you want to give me their information or not. And he was like, well, you didn't sign the 17-page paper contract agreement that we have, so legally I don't know where you would stand. And I was like, don't worry about it, because I'm not asking you for legal advice. You can't even run a business. You think I'm going to take legal advice from you? Yeah, I'm sure. And to be honest, so then we hung up the phone. And to be honest, I don't even think he is anybody. That's probably her husband playing on the phone, acting like he's somebody. So I'm just like, sir, you think I'm stupid. I already know what y'all think. You think that because I was nice, that was my first problem, I should constantly be like a Karen to make sure. That's what I'm saying. You can't be nice to people because they think that they can one-up you, and they think that you're like playing. You thought I was nice, and you saw that I was young. You messed up, because that's the thing that I have with Monica. I'm coming for Monica, and you are about to lose your job. I will make sure of it. So Monica did not do what she was supposed to do. She decided that she was going to, this tenant said that they were going to leave, so she was going to find somebody else. What you were supposed to do, because like I said, this is like an apartment. When I left my apartment and I gave it to Paris, I had to fill out a whole contract stating that this is it, we're done here, I have no responsibility, I forfeit all responsibility, all security deposits, all this, that, and the third. I forfeit all that, and I'm gone. By this date, my stuff has to be out. I have to turn in my keys, and I will no longer be a resident of this apartment building. That's what you should have done before you sat there and called me talking about this, that, and third. You thought I was going to be a dummy. You thought that you were going to sit here and be like, oh, well, this didn't work out, but I have somebody else. You thought you could give me musical chairs with this sweet thing. No, you're not. And you got blindsided when I told you that, no, I'm not taking that. And you, like, what are you doing? You got blindsided by that. And now you're scrambling to figure something out, because I am going to get a lawyer. Hello. People sue over pizza parties. And that's why I want to make the video. And this is going to be part 1, because I'm not going to stop. I'm going to go crazy over this. Like, you're messing with my livelihood. You're messing with my career. You're messing with me mentally. You're sitting here gaslighting me, making me think that I'm crazy, as if I'm making this stuff up, as if I'm just this crazy person that thought that, oh, maybe I have a suite. You told me I had a suite. You made me believe that I had a suite. I paid for it. And you thought that just because I was some young little thing, you could be like, oh, sorry for the inconvenience. Here's your $500 back. $500 is the least of my concerns. It's going to be the least of yours when I'm done with you. Please understand that. I'm telling you, people, this is chess, not checkers. People think that they can sit here and play with you. And that's another reason why I wanted to make sure that I put this video out as it's going on. Because even as heated and as emotional I am, I need people to understand. If you are old, stop messing with young people. And if you are young, don't let these old people try to run up on you. Like, I am so sick and tired of stuff like this happening and being put in these like crazy positions to where it's like, it's so unfair. It's literally unfair. All I was doing, all I wanted was a suite. That was it. If you didn't have availability, no, we don't have availability. Have a nice day. That's all you had to do. But this whole back and forth thing, you thought that this was going to run under the table. And the thing is, that's why I'm saying I'm coming from Monica. I'm coming from Monica because it's you, girl. It is you. You decided to do things the way you weren't supposed to do it. And it's crazy because when we went to the restaurant, she was like, you know, sometimes these tenants forget that business is business. Oh, really? The tenants forget that business is business, or you be forgetting that it's business? Like, that's fine. That's fine. That's what I told homie on the phone. That's fine. I don't care what you guys say. I know that you're wrong. I was wronged. And I'm going to see this through. Period. That's it. Like, see you in court, buddy. Because I don't even think you really have a title. Like, who are you? I'm sorry. Like, I didn't even catch his name, which I should have got his name or whatever. And then you guys are not going to believe that's not the end of it. So you know how I said that lady, Tia, never responded to me? Why is she going to text me today? It is Sunday, May 9th. Girl, I texted you how long ago asking if you were going to stay in that suite? I texted her 2 days ago. Okay, so you're gonna stay in the same suite? She said yes. Sorry, I've been busy. Girl, it's 2 days later. And that's another thing. I feel like they told her all the things that happened between me and how I'm causing a ruckus up in there. And then she thought that, like, oh, if she messaged me back, I was gonna give her the tea, or I was gonna, do something. No. I'm not talking to any of you fools. I'm talking to my lawyer. I'm getting a lawyer, and I'm coming for y'all. Because really, y'all could have just sent me a cute little check. A hush money check under, I would have been mad. I would have been whatever, but money talks. So you could have offered me a nice little settlement so we could settle outside of court. But since you want to sit here and gaslight me and make it seem like I'm just some crazy person that thought I had a suite when I didn't. Yeah, okay. I'm meeting with my lawyer. I'm going to meet with the lawyer. And then after I talk to my lawyer, I'm going to expose everybody. I'm leaving a review. Hear me when I tell y'all, I'm leaving a review. I'm tainting the entire name. And it may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. But I'm going to see this all the way through. So stay tuned. I will keep y'all posted because I'm mad and I need to drink some water now. So I will see y'all in my next video. I hope your life is going a lot better than mine.